Welcome to another Prime TSR podcast. I have a special guest, Jeremy Reiner, who is an associate principal at Prime TSR. Welcome, Jeremy.
Thanks. Great to be here, Rob.
And today we are talking about predictive analytics and AI. And you have a lot of experience with your professional background about this. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you. And I wanted to start off with the question to give our audience sort of help them visualize predictive analytics. And a lot of it has to do with personalized customer experiences. But explain that to me. What does a personalized customer experience look like in real life?
Absolutely. I'll give a couple of examples to start with, just because there's a lot of the technologies that we can dig into, and they don't really speak to what that personal experience looks like for a customer or client or even our internal employees. One of the best examples, and a lot of people actually use these services, if we look at somebody like Netflix, when they started out, a large part of their customer base were scrolling through hundreds, if not thousands, of potential videos to watch and movies and TV shows. And Netflix needed a way to focus a lot of their customer base on what was important to them. They made a choice, a conscious choice, to try to provide targeted, specific information that allowed their customers to find what they were looking for without having to go through multiple steps. They also wanted to make sure that that user base had an easy way of integrating their system into their daily lives. So one of the things they looked at was, well, they have all this information. When somebody's interested in, let's say, Saturday morning cartoons, they need to be able to tag everything that is a cartoon and then present that up to a segment of their audience. For the average layperson, that's a really simple concept. All we have to do is make sure we have, a piece of meta information on a video that says this is a cartoon. But as you start getting more and more data and you want to get more and more personalized, it's not about the grouping of people, but actually tracking that data for one specific person so that when they log in and it's a Saturday morning at 10 a.m., they want to see that at the top of the list. But if it's a Friday night, you may be looking for a romantic comedy or an action adventure movie. And Netflix wanted to get to the point where they could take all of this information about demographics and personal information and search history and even watching history, whether or not somebody finished an entire movie or only just watched the first half an hour of it, to identify what their likes and dislikes are and really create that perfect profile so that everything formed together to create that perfect experience so that when you log into Netflix, you get the list of videos that might be most important to you. And they took it to a point where it wasn't really about hard and fast rules. When Jeremy logs in, he sees these videos. They wanted to make it so that it was more intelligent, all based on algorithms. And that's really what we're talking about when we talk about predictive analytics, when we talk about personalized customer experience and how we build these things within our organization. It's all about taking that data and the user experience that we present to them today, analyzing how they interact with our systems and how they interact with our organization and our people, taking all of that data and forming a complete picture and then feeding it back and having an endless loop between our customers, our employees, and our systems to create that picture and that perfect experience so that our users get what they need, get what they want, and we can also provide them additional services based on our experience with their data.
That's incredible, and I think you've just explained why I'm addicted to Netflix. And it's a good segue into the next question because they've essentially predicted what I want to watch with extreme confidence, and it's a pretty good analogy as far as personalized customer experiences.